Hello everyone. Sorry about that. I just wanted to test something, see if I had everything working properly. To which I think I do. Although, I'm admittedly not getting audio from War Thunder on any end. So that is interesting. But regardless, how are you all today? How are you? That's good. I'm doing well. I must admit I touched some things with the stream settings, so that may or may not have broken everything. Only time will tell. And hence the reason why the little starts and stops before. An attempt to try and see if everything was working, if everything was good to go. As far as I could tell, we're good. But only time will tell. Let's see here. That independent, I could probably afford to tick this up a tick or two. Just trying to get any amount of feedback here from Streamlabs' perspective, which is not giving me anything, so all we can do is try and send it. I must admit, I feel pretty good about being back in War Thunder, which I know can be a weird statement, especially given how this game can go. But I do genuinely enjoy this game. And so it feels good to be back, although my tune may change as I start trying to do casts in this thing. Because if I remember correctly, it's 37 mils, a little bit unwieldy to use, but I mean, it should be fine. And a decent map too. Hey, that. Alrighty. Let's start off light and fast for now. See where that goes. Save some of the heavier hitting things for later. I've seen some of the updates come out recently. I've seen some of the changes to top tier 2. I'm really glad they decompressed air at like from, I think it started at 10.0 to about now it's 13.7. But I haven't played in a while either, since for about 2 weeks now, give or take. Week and a half. So I am very interested to see eventually how those changes will affect top tier gameplay. Because I think a lot of the community has been calling for, hello there, hostile, for a decompression of top tier BR. Just because having SU-25s going up against Yak 38s and fucking what was it, Sarah missiles? Ridiculous. So although you can still run into... Oh, hello there. Oh, I'm so screwed. Oh, I don't think I can pin you. Give me the driver's hatch. Give me the driver's hatch. Nope, no pen. Damn. But, given that, I think the two high-tier ground pounders, the SU-25 and the A-10, are sitting at 10-3, 10-7 now. You can still run into them with some of the lower non-afterburning weird jets, like the early Harriers, the Yak-38. But, But you don't have to worry about running into them, especially when flying, like, the Sabre, which was kind of ridiculous. You're sitting there flying Korean War era jets, and all of a sudden, out comes a modern, ground pound fighter, like, ground attacker, with all aspect missiles. Now, in the scenarios in which you actually managed to take them down, that feeling was exhilarating, just due to the fact that you pretty much just fought modern equipment in a Sabre and won. It's like taking the Locust up until top tier and then actually managing to get a kill with it. Feels pretty good. I must admit, I don't know what destroyed the building over here. But whatever it was, probably wasn't good. For my or friendly health. It's probably German armor over here, so if we can get behind it. Yep. It looks like it was just decommissioned. That's Stuka. That's impressive that you missed with a 1,000-pounder. More impressive that Stuka actually pulled out of that. Like... Because I cannot tell you how many times I've flown Stuka, only to faceplant into the ground coming in for a pass, just because I built up too much speed. happened to you? I mean, you're hostile, so I should probably be grateful that you burn out, but still. Or A36. Right, I don't have AA in this lineup yet. That's unfortunate. Oh. Like, I was wondering why the match has been so quiet so far. That would explain a lot. I do have to say, I've been getting back into squad recently. Which, if you're unfamiliar, it's a hyper-realistic tactical shooter. Kind of like Postscriptum, if any of you ever played that. This is what, like a 3-0 game? Maybe 2-0? But I've been having a lot of fun with it. Unfortunately, I don't think it's a game that I could go about streaming, if we're honest. Just because so much of the game itself is communicating with your team, working as a unit. And a big aspect about that is the local and squad communications. But because it's silly turtle tank, yeah. You see, at least personally, I see so few of them that every time I see one, it gets me caught off guard just a little bit. It's like, why bother driving backwards? But then I remember that they just don't have a turret to be able to like move, and that's just the way the gun's positioned. I took a lot more rounds than I thought I was going to. Like, if we're honest, I kind of expected to immediately just get deleted. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. have enough.
Attention to the map.
Might as well just send it. Forgot that button was camera. That button is the weapon selector.
The enemy controls most of the strategic zones. Allied forces have captured a zone. Allied forces have captured a zone.
I should switch off of. No. Cannons for a second, just so that I can try and help with that. Some hostile air in the sky. Jeez, I got taken out by one of the big cannon ducks. Okay. Gotta respect it. Sorry about that. I'm fully back and in the swing of things. try and slip around the backside of the point. Hopefully get myself a little bit of cover. I think the cannon duck's still in the sky too. I have to say, I want so badly to get good with one of those, right? Either the cannon duck, the Ki-45's. Damn. Something just HVAC to that guy. I unfortunately cannot do anything about that. I'm just gonna circle in this direction. Hopefully. And that is why you do not use an assault fuse. So then you get a very sudden and rapid disassembly of your vehicle. Get close.
Attention to the map.
There goes the Tiny Stewart. I might want to follow it if we're honest. Ow. So they seem to be pushing towards C.
Allied forces have captured the zone.
So, you know, it might be worth heading in that direction, especially because I'm so slow to try and cut them off.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot how painful it could be sometimes without any of the upgrades on tanks. I do also hear an engine nearby, though I have no visual. There we go. I was about to say, what do you mean hit? But luckily that one managed. I am very lucky that that individual was just slightly overshot. Because I also believe they slammed to the ground not that long after.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
Peekaboo. Okay, that one might have been a little bit mean. But at the moment, I'm also not seeing very many targets. So it might be worth trying to move on B to recover one of the objectives. And although I'm not seeing movement within B, that doesn't mean I should get careless, because if I were them, I'd just be holed up in a spot too, waiting for someone to come and try and take it. Because, I mean, it is just the smart thing to do. Hello, Cheeky. Ow. See, speaking of which... if I get lucky and come across that individual before they spot me, this might go well. Unless I whip the first round, in which case then, I'm just kind of out shit creek without a paddle anyway, so... If I remember correctly, this has a 28-second reload. 16? Okay, could be worse. Due to the fact that the M16 is actually incredibly effective, even as an anti-ground vehicle. Usual tactics, small and fast, try and get to the opposite side of the river across from B as soon as possible. Unless the Swedes decide to T-bone me. Fortunately, now I'm all sticky. Fortunately, I tried to take too much monster. Fucking came back up. Shit. It's gross. Can you try and find a wet wipe? There goes the Greyhounds. Jeez, it seems like the team doesn't even need me over here. I am admittedly kind of waiting to see if anything tries to peek in this direction. Although it seems like the short answer is no. Oh, hello. Who decided to try and return fire? Fortunately, let's get a good round there. Don't know what that was, but that was tiny and fast.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Though So I saw that Stewart moving, probably trying to get a flank on us. I'm gonna retreat back into my little hidey hole. Something's taking pod shots, and I unfortunately don't have a visual. So I can move back there, though. Yeah, I saw the engine, but I don't have depression on the muzzle flash, sadly. Just a little bit, try and get a better angle. Off. However, hit a tire. Still shallow. Transmission's gone. Ow. Didn't see the BT7 roll up. Let's give this another attempt. I might also want to try and decrease my fuel load, because that might be what's causing the mobility problems. Don't get me wrong, I have little to no upgrades to this thing too, so that I imagine also has something to do with it. But oh, hello there. Unfortunately, my friends, you are unfortunately don't believe I hit anything vital. Although injured, not crippled. Still just a little bit shallow, though I can do it. Might have just stalled out and killed myself here. I feel you on my tail. Pull up flaps, try and garner speed again. Nico, you're a little bit late on firing there. Especially given that he's firing at us. I am glad that they re-enabled for the ability for tail gunners to fire on their own, but unfortunately they're still not very effective. And that was an I-16 on my tail. I wasn't shaking them off. I cannot claim to know what you're firing at, Toto, but I can wish you luck in whatever it is you are firing at. You to hit. Thank you. Thanks for the follow, America. How are you today? Fortunately, I just got absolutely deleted by a Stewart. I hit the upper part of the gun, so Stewart's very resilient, especially from the front. If you can hit it in some of the flatter parts, you can see all straight through, but much like with the Locust, if it's even just a couple degrees off, it will ricochet everything. So, you know. I think that's a friendly light tank in the distance, firing off the tracers, although I can't be certain. Hello there. Oh, that's really not good. Can I just not pen that? That would be unfortunate. I didn't even see you there. I'm thinking head to C, the Kenny, and then, depending on how that goes, probably rotate up to A with heavier things. Because this map can be a little bit one-sided depending on how things go. It is very hard, in my opinion, to start trying to pull things back after you start losing on this particular map. We can drop you right about there. I also suspect that other people are gonna have had that same idea. Get here as soon as possible and then kind of just wait for someone to reveal themselves first. But the Puma and the Swedes are on our team, so... Huh? Unless there's gonna be a Locust here, which I do hear an engine. Hostile light tank has been destroyed. Going to try and reposition just a little bit. And hostile SPAA. Nice.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Critical hit. Nothing lethal though. There we go. I can only assume I hit something important with that first round. Because the T-26 should have had a faster reload than me. Should have been able to get it off. Oh, hi. Didn't matter. Now that I have a second.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, let's come in with the plane, see what we can do here. Because although this is not really the map for this, still is a learning experience. Just try and pull up and off, just to slow down some speed.
Multiple strategic zones are captured. Thank you.
Boop. Alrighty, got an impact that time. Although I don't think I took out the driver, sadly. I'm smart and lucky with another pass, though. go. No, not a full reversal yet. Don't think I'm going to be able to get around on this because this is a biplane and probably an I-16 behind me. In with that rollover. Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't matter. Hello. Although I do not have a visual yet, I did see the tracers. Got visual, and unless I whip that round. Huh? There we go.
Our victory is near.
I'm not entirely certain where that round went. The first one went far right. Second one, I could have sworn it was directly onto the turret. Guess that's just the wonders of superior American engineering. The ability to teleport around to another dimension to protect its crew. Hello. Ow. Jeez. Directly into my gunner. Take a second for that to come back. 8, 9, 10. Get me out of here. That was very rude. But thank you so much. That's a friendly Panzer. I am surprised that I just ate both of those rockets. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. I do hear cannons roaring off, and I don't have a visual. Do now. Ooh. I love this derpy little thing. I should back off. I do have to say, though, most things about the Japanese ground forces suck. Their tanks are slow, lightly armored, and their guns aren't the greatest. Their tank destroyers are interesting and kind of derpy. However, what the Japanese have in spades is their explosive shot, right? If you actually manage to pen with one, which can be iffy, I will fully admit, if you actually manage to pen your target, normally a single round's all it's going to take to absolutely just decimate whatever you just hit. I will fully give you that. Like, it kind of feels like the Japanese, when they have explosive filler available to them, kind of just have the ground equivalent to pre-nerf manga shots. Which, if you ever played air at all, while manga shots was still pre-nerf, you pretty much just grazed anyone anywhere in an aircraft with manga shots, and then just cue the Lego disassembly noise. You grazed them and just off came a wing. You severed their tail. Like, it, absolutely ludicrous. And they had really good velocity too. Right, there goes the people with the gun. Oh, hello there. I'm good. Huh? There's a second steward. No. I really shouldn't do this just because if I do, it's gonna be really risky, and this might just put me out if I miss. So I guess I just better not miss or something. To be fair, I have 16 rounds to try and make something happen.
We don't have the advantage anymore.
And this cloud cover should actually help me a lot to protect me from AA. Although I definitely want to try and cut back on speed just because the longer I have to line up. I don't quite want to be low energy, but I definitely don't want to be coming in at a bajillion miles an hour. must admit, I'm not. Oh, there we go. Shallow and behind, although I hear that coming in on me. Quack. Nope, no dice. Up and off. Trying to bleed some of the speed here. So I don't want to stall, but I also don't want to be super fast either. I should probably just pull off right now and let someone else handle the AA. Quack. Hit. Non-pen though. Injured a track. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. You're very angry. I don't quite blame you, because I am being a nuisance. But you are very angry. Oh yeah, I see you. I also see you. And the fact that you just phased into the ground somehow. Fortunately, just a little bit behind, didn't lead far enough. Got back on the throttle, just to try and bleed some of this heat. It's just slightly too low. Like, I can do this. Whether or not it's gonna be before I die is gonna be a different story. Like, honestly, all I want is to hit one thing and actually get a kill with it. Right, like that. Non-pen. Oh, that hurts. I mean, yeah, that wasn't the greatest angle to try and come in at, but oh. I also understand that this is probably an anti-bomber weapon. And anti-armor belts probably mean anti-aircraft armor, not anti-ground armor. So I probably just don't have the pen. Which I'll also admit, this is a Japanese 37, not an American 37. With 34 pen. Could be worse. So I also have to say, the American 37 is strong enough to fight God. Like, there's a reason why you can get carry. I should back off. My engines are heat soaked, there are hostile aircrafts in the air, and I do not have maneuverability nor firepower to handle them in any kind of efficient manner. Yeah, no. Like, the American 37 mil is fully capable of punching way above its weight class. For, like, no reason, but I'm not mad at it. I'm just like, geez. Because I have pens, although not easily. Panther H's, or, no, what's the heavy tank? The German heavy tank at, like, 6.0. The Panther, right? maybe I'm thinking of the Tiger. I don't know. But point is, whatever the like 670 heavy German tank is, the one that you pretty much can only pen under normal circumstances with heat, right? If you hit it on the back of the turret just right, you can freely pen that with the either the, I think it's the 2.7 Stuart or the Locust. Which, due to how hard it is, it's something that requires a great amount of skill to be able to do so. But it does kind of push the Stuart and Locust into the same area as the Horo for admittedly different reasons. The Horo is a single target directional slow, admittedly. One shot on just about anything if you hit it right. Both the Stuart and Locust are incredibly fast. The Locust is incredibly small and honestly just really good scout vehicles for where they're at. I do wish there was like a 2.7 3.0 version of the Locust with the ability to spot, but that's just me. Or push the Locust up to 2.3 and give it the ability to spot for allies. Friendly swordfish.
Most of the zones are under enemy's control.
That hit. Oh man, I hit and injured the gunner, but no takedowns. Oh, that's unfortunate. It does seem luckily that allies took out the SPAA that was there. Hello, BB1. Honestly, after this pass, and the next time I RTB, I should probably leave this aircraft and then get back on the ground, just so then we have more ground forces out there.
Allied forces have captured the zone. Allied forces have captured the zone.
Hello there. Ow. just to add insult to injury, I got taken out by an American reserve craft. Gotta say, that's impressive. Like, I can't be mad at that. I gotta respect the hustle when, again, in like a 3-0 game, you break out the American Reserve craft and then actually manage to get a kill with it. The level of dedication, either that or you have a really bad friend that just up-tiered the shit out of you, and you still manage to like actually pull off some fancy footwork. Gotta say, I gotta respect it. We are with the Germans and the Russians against America, Brits, Italians, and the Swedes. It's pretty much just a lot of scary things. Especially the Italians at this level. Like, they're not the scariest thing on that team. But if you underestimate the Italian tree, you're not gonna have a good time. Interesting. There's a concerning lack of conflict around C. Because usually everyone fights for C for their lives. Like that. Hello there. Way high. I penned that? How? Hello there. That one makes sense. And we just lob them right there. Hit non-pen now. Front plate. Visual. I think odds are that suit's burnt out.
We're ahead of the enemy.
I'm gonna try and flank around them from behind, see if I can get any eyes on. Although I take it there are things over here, given the... Hello? No? I can't see anything. That is dangerous. There we go. There's also a light tank up here somewhere. Hello there. And right about there. No, turret's already gone. There we go. Hello there. Get around. Critical hit. At very least the gunner's gone. Ow. Focus that target. Thank you. Saved my ass. I am a little bit surprised that that Locust wasn't able to just obliterate me. Oh, that's really not good. Maybe a little bit of an overkill, hitting me dead on with a 1,000-pounder, but I'd rather eat it than my team.
The enemy's getting closer to victory. Attention to the map!
I am probably gonna wait to grab the Ki-109 before I go back to trying to use a big gun on an aircraft. Just due to the fact that I unfortunately am not good enough to be able to use the 37mm and the Ki-45.
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
Whatever that was tiny and fast. Probably a BB. Wouldn't surprise me with how maneuverable that was.
We're controlling most of the zones.
So we've got a medium tank up ahead. It's probably not the only one. There we go. Friendlies took it out.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
I can get here to help. Far end, no visual. There it is. Ow. Hello there. Impact, but non-pen. Right there should do it.
We're ahead of the enemy.
I can't tell whether that was shallow or over. Fire was over. Although I can't tell what I'm hitting. That would explain why the pan. Ow. Hit it with heat. Don't back off. Ow. Right there should do it. Everyone wants to smoke, apparently. Like, honestly, just rude. Ow. Guys, come on, stop this. I know what I just said. I also know that I'm going to ignore what I just said because I'm an idiot. And I want to try again. Hostile aircraft inbounds. go. Break off before it drops the payload. Hello there.
Enemy forces have captured that zone. A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Fortunately, I do not believe I'm going to win this turn engagement. Definitely not. Don't have the energy to throw it vert. That was a tree somehow I didn't hit. My only hope might be to try and pull it off, bring it back towards my team. Ow. Last an engine. Still don't think I have the upgrade yet either, so this might be bad. Yeah, I'm definitely losing airspeed. I can try and balance on one wing. I should pull up flaps. But that's not going to help in the end. I'm so close, but I'm not going to be able to make up the hill. Unfortunate.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Are we... Yeah, we seem to be capping it. Good, good, good. Ow.
Attention to the map. Attention to the map. We've captured most of the strategic zones.
That was just rude. To be expected, but rude. At least now I have the horo. Let's see here. Although it's a fairly close match, although not ticket-wise, but still by users in the game.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the map. Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
The only unfortunate thing at the moment is that I'm not entirely certain where to try and move to find someone to engage. other than to go do exactly what the Tyrann was doing, which, don't get me wrong, I can't be mad at that because I was doing the same thing like a game and a half ago. So turn of play is only fair. Oh. Well, I mean, for now, might as well head around towards C, see who we can't find, then progress from there.
車両に乗り込め。準備しろ。操縦士、準備完了。おう、準備完了。
Thank you, BT7. Honestly, does just show a very Russian school of driving. Something tells me you're not there. It's probably gonna be helpful. Because I can't try and claim to know how many people had the same idea as I did. You know, come rush past C anyway to try and get a flank. To which the short answer seems to be none. Let's come coasting through here.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
So we do have a lot of contacts with this area. Here's how I take around from behind. Double hit. Thank you. Team was very helpful there. I did not. Shallow. Slow, but on target. Use down. That's an M3. I'm gonna bogey personally. I cannot pen that, not in this thing. Critical hit, engine's gone. Motor's gone. Gone. I can't tell if that was a non-pen or what. I'm so cooked. Okay, that was magic. Thank you, friendlies, for saving my ass. Ow. I'm not entirely certain how he managed to hit me through that, but, you know, fair enough. Is what it is. Let's see here. This might be the first thing that I'm actually able to impact with this. We'll have to find out. Although I will admit, if that open top's still alive, by the time I get there, it's probably not the most advantageous thing to do to try and hit it with the main gun. I should not ignore the aircrafts in the air, otherwise I'll just go into my downfall. I do have an admittedly concerning question. When do my wings rip? Up and over. Hit. He lost his wings hip. He's going down. Should be anyway. Yep, there he goes. Impact on the ground. Move off, just in case. Hello there. Unfortunately, just a little bit too shallow. Combat flaps out. Hey, I finally got one. I mean, I think that BT-7 did most of the work, but I still got one. I'm gonna cut the throttle just a little bit to try and cool off my engine. And take a peek at who else I might be able to slip behind. Engine housing's damaged, but the engine itself seems fine. Not for long though, given that I hear that engine. Hello there. I take it someone was very not happy about my existence. I landed that round under them, sadly. Second aircraft destroyed. In this direction. Yep, I see the AA. Quack. Nope, shallow. Gonna pull up and off. I should probably RCB. Although it's not rounds I'm hurting for, it's aircraft stability. Because my airframe has seen better days. Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna RTB. Let my engines cool. Repair my wing.
Attention to the map.
But hey, I hit the log-O with the main cannon on this thing. I do wish that the reticle was a little bit easier to aim with, but this also isn't meant to be like a ground strike craft either. I think, again, it's a bomber interceptor, if anything. So it's probably not the best idea to try and use its main gun to hit ground targets.
Attack the A point.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Thank you. Attention to the designated grid square.
But I gotta say, I'm still just a little bit impressed that I actually managed to do that. Defend
the A point. Attention to the map. Attention to the map. Roger that. Thank you. Attention to the designated grid zone.
spinning around, and there we go. I mostly just need to rearm, or repair rather, not rearm, because I still had well over half the cannon rounds left and about half the MG. But it's still better if I repair my wing. I am curious to see how this thing handles now, or not, like, in comparison to now and when I have everything spaded. Because although I don't think the gun's gonna get any easier to aim, of course, without ability and practice. Hopefully it'll make defending myself in dogfights a little bit easier. Hello, Carlos. How are you today? I'm doing well. I'm currently trying to practice with the some of the heavier guns on some planes, while also trying to grind out my Japanese tree. Partially because I think interesting. That was weird, but yeah. Apparently Automod does not like Japan shorthanded and has that flagged, but you'll have to be a little bit more specific about which Japanese plane, because there are a few, and a couple of them that are actually really good. I must admit, I do not own... That's probably hostile. Yep, definitely. Bum. Never mind, don't have to worry about it. I do not have the... wire-guided rocket event plane, but I do have pretty much every other Japanese aircraft owned and with timing. Yeah, that's the one with the wire-guided rocket, isn't it? Or wire-guided missile. I think that is unironically one of 2 Japanese aircraft I do not own. The other one being the... There we go. Ki-45's Otsu? The one with the 20... Or not the 20, the 40 mils in the wings. And that's only because, if we're honest, although it has its role, it is not a particularly versatile aircraft. Ow. Rude. Like, it's alright for ground pounding, if you can manage to hit, which I cannot, not frequently enough. However, I do have to say my personal favorite aircraft to fly in the Japanese tree has to be the Ko, the A6M5 Ko. Although, if we're talking specific event vehicles, the naval bomber... Yeah. It's very niche, but it's very fun. But the naval bomber that was released a while ago, I think it's the like B7M3 something, is also a really good event vehicle. At least in air RB. I have not used it in ground that much. However, it gets a bomber spawn, meaning that it puts it at high altitude and high energy. And at high energy, you can outturn even most zeros, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2. And I think you can even outturn the I-16, which is ridiculous. But its biggest downside, of course, being a bomber, is that once it loses all its energy, it's really hard to start regaining that, and once you put yourself at lower energy, you've pretty much given yourself a death sentence. If you're in enemy territory. War Thunder, please. Just because I dislike 2-point maps, I don't think that you should have decreased it. That was not nice. That wouldn't surprise me if we're honest, because I think the event vehicle came out like, what was it, like 6 months ago? So a lot of people should still have that key. And because initial reactions to it were room temperature at best, cold at worst, not very many people wanted that aircraft in their lineup. And I think that's pretty much the same reason why I haven't picked it up myself yet. Just due to the fact that it's funny, even if niche, but its main gimmick is so hard to use because for reasons that are unbeknownst to me, you can't track it with the follow secondary weapon button, which would actually make guiding that thing in usable and doable. Which kind of hinders its use, in my opinion. Just due to the fact that, unlike with every other secondary weapon type... Thanks for the follow, Carlos. That pretty much, unlike with every other secondary weapon type, yeah, and like, don't get me wrong, I definitely agree. If you could track it, that would make it a very strong secondary weapon for where you're at, because it would be the only guided munition at that BR. But at the same time, yeah, that pretty much is how you have to do it. But it has a limit of like 400 kilometers, and it moves faster than your plane, which then you have to move in a straight line while firing it. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't disagree with you. Maybe decrease the amount of wire it has available to it and allow you to track it. So then that way you have to be close to the ground, but it's still actually usable in some form. But I do fully understand why they can't. Hello? Thank you, whoever just saved me. Why they can't just make it, you know, actually easy to use. Instead, it's a skill trade-off versus anything else. Because you were absolutely correct. Guided munitions at that BR, because I think it's what, like 3.7, if that, maybe 3.0, is ridiculous. Especially with Japan's already notorious nature of having some of the best aircraft and cast craft in the game. Ow. I didn't see that there. Oh no. Shame. You know what? We'll continue pushing on the objective because the hostile is currently in hostile hands, so. The only other thing I can think to do is give it a really narrow sight picture, which greatly limits the ability to see as you guide it in, but beyond that, I do think it's just best if they don't touch it. I think that might have been a dock. I would like to avoid just getting HVAPs, so I should probably avoid it if we're honest. Oh, that flipped. There goes my transmission. Shallow. I don't know if you can pen proper.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Thank you, P400. And even the stag hound's coming to help me. Nope, it's just gonna go watch. Fair enough. Ow. I must admit, I did not see the Panzer there. Got a hit. Yep. Maybe one burnout. Hello there. I might not be able to get up the hill here. That is less than ideal. Ow. Can't say I blame you for doing that, given that the M16 is probably the single most annoying piece of equipment at this PR. Try and get up the hill here. Fortunate thing is I don't have visual on anything. and I don't think I'm gonna win an engagement with the Swedish version of the Thodo, just due to the fact that that thing's actually rifled. Which means, and I think they have a smaller projectile than me, which means that thing should theoretically outrange me. Nice and quick, too. Love to see it. Love to see it. That you like to see less. But, you know.
戦闘開始だ。準備しろ。操縦手準備完了。コース準備完了。
Welcome back, Ubu. Fortunately, we only have a 1-point map, so I'm gonna try and flank. Forgot, don't have enough horsepower for that. Try and take it at an angle. Gonna try and flank down and around to the south. See what I can do there. Perfectly fine. I appreciate you being here at all. Oh, hello there. Lift it just over the engine deck. There we go.
Attention to the map.
Not entirely certain what happened to the promo, but I'm here to help how I can. Drop that right there. Hopefully try and cut off someone from the road. Oh, that's not good. Non-pen of... motor's gone. Well, now I think the whole tank is gone, if we're honest. Not just the loader. Oh, Oh, that's horrifying. Those are one of 5 Shermans. Which probably means we're about 3-7.
Need backup. No mercy.
Hello there. Oh, unfortunately, I don't think the Cromwell survived. Well, hit. Probably not gonna pen the Italian thing, if we're honest, because that thing's super resilient. Although I am hitting it from the top, so who knows? Try and pull up just before I, send it to the ground. Although I will admit I've been hitting shallow again, so... There we go. AA truck down.
Somebody cover me.
Friend was not very happy about that.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Don't get me wrong, babe. I have enough for you too. Spawn protection. Oh, that's unfortunate. Especially because that was landed right in his driver too.
Air 080, 1,000 meters. Attention to the map.
That's friendly. That is not friendly. Hello there. I kind of needed that. I must admit, I was not expecting a F-20 BIS. Not that they're particularly uncommon, you just don't see them frequently. So many Italian players don't like flying for some reason. And when they do, it's usually light and tiny things, not normally, in my experience. If there are interceptors or anything like that. That light tank just got a face full of bubblegum. That probably did not feel particularly good. I'm not certain where that light tank is. It's painted across that wall now. I hear something happening nearby, but I have no idea where it is. Especially because we seem to have control of air power. Ow. Magic Steward out of nowhere. Gotta say, I'm not mad. I'm just very surprised because I don't even know where it was even after seeing the kill cam. Like, all I got is I got SEAL Team 6 by a Stewart, and I gotta respect it. Seems to be a destroyer over here. A lot more than just one. Medium tank seems to be down. However, someone was very not happy with him. That may have been a crime. Hello? I think that's SPAA. Yep, Italian. Unfortunately for me, no visual as to where it went, which is horrifying. Because if you, there it is. Just because if you let SPAA do what it wants, it will absolutely destroy your entire team. Oh, hi. Oh, that's so not good. That's a piss. Give me the gun, give me the gun, give me the gun. Still gonna get 3 lit off before I do. Yep, there goes my gunner. And in the end, we still got the dub. Nice. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, you still have to pick your battles, but the M16 definitely does make that a lot easier to do. with its AP belts, just because they are so overtuned that the only thing you really can't pen with them is heavy German things. That's really about it.
準備完了せよ。操縦士、準備完了。準備完了。
And there goes the archer. Derpy as always.
砲撃。座標、ブラボー、セブン、破壊せよ。ブラボー、セブン、了解、撃て。
Interesting, if not concerning, just due to the fact that usually you have someone in this area. Just because if you don't, this is a direct path straight to your spawn. To which I forget exactly where detection starts. That which, unfortunately for the Yag, meant that, yeah, didn't matter. Now you fall back just a little bit and force them to come to you. Pen, driver's hatch. I'm not entirely certain what you're trying to do here, brother, but do you have to say, brother was very angry, very upset. But I do think that, you know, my tiny little reserve tank in exchange for his 2-3 SPAA, worthwhile trade. Two hostile aircrafts up, both of them interceptors. Neither one of them are going to be fun to get hit by. hop over. There we go. You're down. Somebody's probably on my tail, given that I heard guns go off. No, nothing. Alright, maybe we're good. Maybe I'm just being paranoid.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Plunk. Impact non-pen, that's a Sherman, probably 105. Okay, that was very rude. Also kind of impressive how you only sniped my gunner. Stealth belts, makes a lot of sense. Wait, can? I don't think that SPA can get stealth belts. What am I on about? I think I'm just having trouble tracking where these runs are coming from, if we're honest.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Yeah, I see you. I mean, I'm pretty much just gonna wait for you to run out of rounds, then have to get a reload. Actually, having a radiator now helps greatly. Critical hit. Driver though. Something broke, but not enough.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning. Enemy forces have captured the zone.
Friendly IL-2 is inbound. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the Valentine was there. Hello there. Well, unfortunate for him, he got hit by the same thing that killed me. I think I'm falling behind on these rounds. I think I need to lead a little bit more. I'm thinking to spawn north and then try and rush A. Because nowhere else is... Because C is pretty much just going to be... Oh wait, no, C is the Walden Castle, isn't it? We'll see how C goes. Sometimes he's actually fairly interesting, and other times it's a sniper battle, hugging the wall. And unfortunately, Japanese optics are not the greatest. Would kindly like to ask, what exactly is it are you doing, T50? Run away! That's a tagger. I penned it? I'm not entirely certain how I did that, but I will take it. Trying to slip around in between the turret ring. Ow. Wasn't to be, sadly. I have no idea what magic I pulled off the first time to land that round perfectly to hit the gunner, but that is never going to happen again. I hope all of you know that.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Just from the amount of accidental precision needed to land a shot like that. Like, honestly, I think that had to have been a War Thunder bug, just accidentally counting as it too steep of an angle than it actually was. I think I have a visual on what's on there. Fortunately, I do not have a good angle. At least not before it gets capped. Unfortunately there, M10, there's always a bigger fish. Pardon? What do you mean non-pen? Fine. Come around again, try this one more time. Mine, they both seem to have been taken down. Oh, hello there. I mean, I'm pretty much just gonna climb up and off, let someone else handle that. Never mind. IL-2 just folded me.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Honestly, I'm more impressed that he got up to me with any kind of speed. Just due to the fact that they're fairly heavy and slow.
The enemy's getting closer to victory. The enemy controls most of the strategic zones.
Although I'm not certain what's putting rounds into our bist yet. I'm trying to get eyes on. No, that's friendly air power. Although burning, sadly. Ow. Hello there. Oh. Well, I destroyed its transmission, but you... I swear. There we go.
Attack the waypoint!
I missed shortstop stabilizers. Ow. Someone knew what they were doing. Jeez. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. That's exactly where you should aim, but... it was more so the fact that I knew to aim there that was impressive. I'm so cooked. Yep, unfortunately, that was my last vehicle. Let's return to hangar. I'm thinking we probably want to let the team go first. Let the initial clash happen as I try and sit somewhere on the outskirts. Just because it definitely seems like at least a 3-0, if not a 3-3 or 3-7 game. Nope. I was about to say, I might be fine here. I was not. Battlefield did not like me trying to leave. Although I do have to say, I'm glad the Americans are on our side. That does mean we're fighting all the other heavy things. Which, unfortunately for me, means that I cannot manage to pen Ow. C-30, like, pretty much anything on that team. Although it does seem like we are getting a slow and steady push, which is nice. There we go, one down. Hit something. There it is. Oh, that's the long gun variant. Okay. Again, not something that's particularly uncommon, but still rare enough to be noteworthy whenever you see one. Mostly just because they're found solely in the Chinese trade. With that being said, I'm surprised I haven't seen any Greyhounds yet. Hello there. Maybe that was just a little bit mean. Yeah, but he was rushing. Seems like friendlies approaching to my right. Though I do hear an unidentified engine ahead of me. Well, not unidentified anymore. Ow. Turret ring's gone. Ooh. Huh? Where did that round go? Again. Also, I destroyed his turret ring. How? Why do I even bother asking questions? Especially about the Russians in this game. Because I know the answer. Like... Hello there. Ooh. Overshot that. Try and come back down the round. Whiffed that one to the right just a little bit. Hostile aircraft. Though not interested in me. Though there's a second one I hear. Nope, friendly aircraft this time. Ow. That hurt. I need to pull up off an RTB now. Because if I don't, yeah, I'm gonna lose an engine, and unfortunately, this thing's too heavy to be able to function with only one. And I still need to climb to get onto that hillside, so...
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
Probably gonna have an asymmetric extension, which is gonna give me some problems here. Yeah, there it is. However...
Attention to the map!
There we go. And we're up and off and away again. I do have to say, it does handle significantly better now that I have all of the important parts upgraded. The only thing I think I'm missing now are the belts and MGs for the 7.7 and 12 in the 50 cal. So don't get me wrong, it's not the easiest thing to fly, but it actually flies like a plane now instead of a brick, which I appreciate. Now then, let's see here. You are down. And I need to try and find whoever is on here. Visual, although not an easy one. Up and over. Hit, non-pen. Side armor, sadly. And I feel the AA truck that's down there somewhere, although I do not have a visual. Unfortunately, don't believe that anyone on our team is going to be able to get there in time.
No longer have the advantage. We've lost.
Yep. And there's game. I do have to say, the most unfortunate thing about, you know, the Ki-45 Otsu is that the most of the things you're going up at the BR I'm currently at, you can't pen. It's just too heavy, and admittedly it is operating in a BR above where it's slotted. So, you know, that's definitely a factor, but like, if I were to remove the M16 from my lineup, that would drop me down significantly in health, but I mean, if we're honest, that might actually be helpful, dropping down just a little bit. Was the AA truck. Never mind, it was an AA truck. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should never try and beat the AA, because you will never win. Try and push across this opening here. That was incredibly lucky that we did not hit something actually vital. Although if I'm not careful, my engine will burn out. Ow.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
I mean, if we're honest, that solid shot probably should just pass straight through me, through and through, just because I have so little armor. But, I mean, to be fair, it's also riveted, I think, so... Fair enough. Now then, hello there. Oh. Hit the building. No.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Gonna give it a second before coming back around. Hello there.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Unfortunately, I just wasn't getting out of that, just due to the fact that the AA already was on top of me. So the only chance I had was to try and get in close. Didn't work. I don't know what's up there. Something clearly is. Is it a Daimler, I take it? I think we managed to take it down. God damn it. I fucking love how derpy that thing is. Because it literally is as if someone just went, hey, yo, we got this boat we're taking apart. You want anything from it? Yeah, give me the gun. Get the gun back to base and walk up to their fucking crew. Yeah, take off the turret. Why? Why would we bother doing that? I got this. What are you doing with that? We're gonna stick it on there? Ow. Hi. No, thank you. They did not like my story. Fair enough.
Attention to the map.
Allied forces have captured the zone.
There's the muzzle flash. Hello there. I keep hitting the same person.
Our victory is near.
That, I don't like that. So that was able to frontally pen a Sherman. I don't know what it was, per se. So maybe it's lightly armored, but
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I'm not gonna bet on that if we're honest. I also hear a cannon roaring, like somewhere off in the distance, but there it is. What range do we have? 600? Right about there. Locust, okay.
Let's keep the pressure on.
I'm gonna see if I can't try and flank it. Because if I get caught out by that locust, I am really screwed. Like, that's pretty much gonna be the end of me. Oh, hello there. Speaking of getting caught out. Critical hit. It's probably gonna be looking at me now. Yep. There it goes. Run away, because something sees me. Another locust. Should have figured. Of course, it's haul down in probably one of the scummiest places I can think of. I'm gonna see if I can't get a lucky shot off on it. Because if the locust of all things can bounce one of these rounds, I am going to be incredibly surprised. And disappointed. after I try and take down the IL-2? There we go, that's down. IL-2's probably behind me now. Hello there. There we go, IL-2's down as well. Gonna try and break off now, because I am low on rounds. Not before I buzz this thing though. Now I'm out of rounds. Alrighty, he's broken off. I need to cut throttle. Landing gear and flaps are down, and
Need cover.
it's a little bit steep, but I mean, landed. All's well that ends well. not entirely certain whether I'd rather have the locusts on my team or the enemy team. Because, I mean, they are something that I'm capable of penning, but they are also incredibly annoying. Is there like a two-shot on the enemy team? Or ours? I think it's on ours. That is horrifying. Just hearing the is haunting. I mean, in the end, the power of indirect fire. Just a little bit more forward. Come on. There we go. Hitting on that. I hit their barrel. Just shallow. I can pen that. Hi.
The enemy is controlling most of the zones.
I did not think the remaining crew in that thing would become something else. I will freely admit that is horrifying. That ended high. Unfortunately, now the Cromwell and Tiger know I am at. Oh, I'm so screwed.
We don't have the advantage anymore.
Fair enough, I gotta respect the meme. I was unironically just told no. So I don't know how to feel about that, but Unfortunately, something tells me that this gun too isn't going to be able to pen it. Which, if we're honest, shouldn't surprise me because it doesn't seem like the rounds in it are very good, but... Coasting in nice and easy. Hello there. Bonk. That one penned though. Alright. Literally did almost no damage. Because all of the crew survived that, but... That's a 1,000-pounder. Or not? I mean, I would like to ask where that bomb went, but, you know. Shallow. Up, off. I need to aim higher when I'm coming in that low. Hit something. Alright. Very nearly impacted his ammunition too. I should be able to take out the Cromwell if we're honest. Whack. Although this thing isn't a duck, I will admit. Ow. Rude.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
Probably shouldn't hang around just because there are a lot of AA between B and C. Flopping off in time, yes. I injured the guy in the back seat, but ow. I have no idea what hit me. In the end, seems like my wing decided to go on strike. Right, no shortstop. Hello, Iron Fox. How are you today? Ow. Right for the gunner, makes sense. So it wasn't just the gunner that got taken out there. I'm doing well. At least as well as you can be in this game. Which, I mean, so far, it's actually going phenomenal. Not this particular match, but... I've been trying to figure out the zeroing on some of the large cannon planes. or at least some of the Japanese equivalents to like the duck. And well, that was a really good payload. Very well done, gotta say. Very accurate bomb. Like, I gotta respect that level of skill if we're honest, like... Brother put in the time to learn that and get good at that, and jeez. Clearly it paid off. It's this map. Okay. I was having trouble trying to place where we were. But no, I figured it out now. Yeah, no, I do like this map. I do usually forget that it randomizes what spawn it puts you at. So, in case you didn't notice, as I spawned, I was trying to maneuver for the spawn up there. I did not get it in time. But drop that right about there. And hopefully that should help against some of the lighter reinforcements. Oh, that's really not good. I don't have the ability to pen that. Impacts, no dice. I still think it's wild that the Kenny can't pen the commander's cupola anymore. Don't get me wrong, that one was a glancing blow, like that one would have penned anyway. I'll see if I can get a better hit on one to show it off better, but... That angle, come on. Nope. Damn it. I mean, we do have control over just about all the points. We're currently trying to cap A. So far, so good. I'm gonna try and climb the hill a little bit, try and get visual on B. this does leave me really exposed to, like, everyone. Oh, hi. My transmission, oh, I'm so cooked. Turn faster, turn faster. I'm not entirely certain what happened. I'm not complaining in the slightest, but both of them should have had me very dead to rights. Especially because I didn't even notice either one of them. The bridge of everyone's uncertain fate, like... Because I will freely admit, I should have lost that engagement. Like, they absolutely should have destroyed me. The power of Nippon steel, it's, like, stronger than stellinium. That's the only thing I can guess. Like, ow. Thank you. Ow. All I can do is hope that there's something like light running around on the field. I think we have the British Tire team, so no Cromwells this time, sadly. But if I could find those two again, just in something light, that absolutely take that opportunity. Although I do have to say, trying to attack from this angle is really unfortunate, just due to the mountain being right here. Oh, hello. I'm not certain I'll pull up in time. There we go, we're good. Bring her around. Oh, they're throwing it vert. Do not have the energy to follow. But something just hit them. Off. Thanks for the follow, Iron Fox. Fortunately, yep, in he comes. Less than ideal, my wingtip's injured. Well, I don't think I have to worry about it being in pain anymore. It's because it's no longer there.
Enemy forces have captured that zone.
Well done, Soki.
Multiple zones are taken by the enemy.
That yak one's been taken down. I'm not certain if I'll manage to get to B without, you know, getting domed. But I'm gonna try and push so then we can take back the advantage. Because we are very close to the victory, but yeah, never know.
And victory will be ours.
Time to roll the dice on the mystery bridge again. Not my God. Not my go-to gotcha game, but so far we've been pulling well. As long as that holds. Hello there. That is rude. Thank you, both of you, for the protection, but I need to go. I left the oven on, and I don't want to be here when that RD comes. Run away! Unfortunately, I do not win the third gamble in a row. Let's actually try and spawn up the top this time, because I keep forgetting. There we go. Okay.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Hill might be a little bit too steep. Yep, hill's too steep for me. Hopefully there'll be a way out over here. Because that'd be really sad and unfortunate if I just got myself stuck for no reason. There we go. A little tank that struggled, but in the end could make it up that tiny hill. In all fairness, I don't think they were exactly known for their horsepower. Especially given that they just took a, what, 150 millimeter howitzer, if I remember correctly? Lopped off 90% of the barrel and then slapped it on the chassis? Like, yeah, this'll do. This is a good idea. nothing could ever go wrong with this plan. At least the Jihai short gun has, you know, an actual turret. Admittedly in exchange for a smaller payload, but probably want to try and drop this right about there. And then I don't think it's going to be smart trying to fight for the objective, if we're honest. Just because of how light and thin my armor is in those places. Trying to flank might be beneficial. Especially because I hear an autocannon nearby. Oh, I'm so cooked. Yep, there goes my gunner. I did not see them there. Killed the tiny dirt tank. What's wrong with them? Admittedly, I think that was French, and that was the first time I'd seen that thing. Oh. Figures the road wheel would eat it. Oh, I didn't need that. Thank you. I mean, that's pretty much just most of history. Knock knock. It's Europe. Open up. Although, I'm willing to bet there's a reason why you don't see much of whatever that tiny derpy tank was in comparison to, like, the L3 or the Locust. That's probably because, since it is French, it's probably not very good. Because in the early game, the French really only have good anyway, heavy tanks. It's not really until they get like the AMX that their light vehicles start becoming terrifying. The rest of the time, it's just fighting the American infantry. But with French people inside the turret instead of Dave from accounting. Oh.
Attack the B point.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Hello there.
Attack the B point.
Cromwell? Oh, no, that's a Panzer. Forgot the British were on our side. Makes total sense, I know. Overshot that one, I think. Try and back up next to the dumpsters, just so I have a little bit more armor on my left. So then that way I can watch this side. There goes the Panzer. I shouldn't just leave it, because then it's going to cause problems for my team. I hear it, but I have no visual. It's in front, I think. Yep, there it goes. I'm not gonna catch it in time. Never mind, I did. I take it the poor guy had a full combat load then? Full carry load? May that be a valuable lesson to you?
Attack the C point.
Unfortunately, that was a lot of AA on C, so this might not be the smartest idea. And don't get me wrong, I've done it before too. Like, you unlock a new tank, you try and use it in game for the first time, and because you're so used to the load you have in older tanks, you just forget to adjust it. Or because when you unlock a new round, it automatically fills up the rest of your rack with that. I get it. But at the same time, yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Caution is necessary. Because otherwise you go up like you're full of tannerite.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
There's movement. Gonna try and get guns on target. But, it's not gonna, oh, there we go. Oh. Hit right into the engine block. but because it was okay. Oh, not gonna make that pass. Just gonna pull up and off. Trying to reset. Oh, hi. That was kind of important, I'm not gonna lie.
We no longer have the advantage.
A soul for a soul. Last I had checked, there were still like 2 or 3 SPAAs over here, so I should be careful. Just because one was Sherman. No, they took that one out. So then one of the flatbed truck, I think.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Thanks, but no thanks. I really don't need whatever you're trying to give me. Although I do enjoy same-day shipping, I do not need it from the Americans.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Ow. I probably shouldn't head towards sea again, just because, you know.
We don't have the advantage anymore.
If that SPAA gets the drop on me, I am fairly cooked. But, at the same time, the Hodo's main gun, it comes down to who sees who first. Because if I come any... Hey, never mind. Hotez did all the work for me.
We no longer have the advantage.
That really was what I wanted to see.
We're losing.
all I can kind of do is hope it comes back over here. Instead of trying to flank me at all.
Hold thyself.
Never mind, it's perfect. Got a medium tank over there. I move to try and assist.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Jeez, this Crusader's putting in work. I'm gonna try and get close enough to put a round in him, but that's dead. Good old-fashioned Control-Alt-Delete. I do always kind of feel bad about doing that, especially to like light tanks, just due to the fact that that is a directional just be gone as long as you hit, and yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I've used this thing to take out Abrams. Unfortunately, you do not stand a chance.
Attack the A point. Thank you very much.
Hold thyself.
Oh, that was way high.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Defend the C point.
I'm not
Attack the
too
B
keen
point.
to waste the universal backups right now. It's just due to the fact that they're kind of hard to come by, so you know. But alas, that is all for me. That is all the time I have for today. So I'm going to call it there. Good night, Iron Fox. To the rest of you, good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. I hope all of you stay safe. I will be back next week, Tuesday at 11 a.m. EST. Until then, stay safe, y'all. Bye-bye.